Hi everyone, thanks for joining me again today on Nollywood Reviews. If you joined me for the first time, please go ahead and click the subscribe button and you won't regret doing so. Today I'm bringing you a Yoruba movie review. The title is IreKanmi. IreKanmi. It's a movie with two parts, and listening to the suggestions of my subscribers, this movie actually has two parts, but I'm bringing you the full review of the movie. Okay, so this movie starred Jide Kosoko, Toyin Afolayan, Liz Da Silva, Idowu Phillips, among other actors and actresses. And I like to say that I like some aspects of this movie, which I'm going to talk about later. But let me tell you that the overall rating for this movie is a 2.8/5. And I'm going to tell you a few of the reasons shortly. The first is that the quality of this story is kind of high. Yes, there are a lot of scenes, or there were actually, the story itself, the basic storyline itself is a familiar story, you know, of someone trying to snatch the wife of his friend. So it's a familiar thing that we see every now and then. But besides that, I like the fact that this movie was well acted out. Liz Da Silva, who acted the role of Moyo in this movie, she did well. She brought her character to the table, which I love and was very, very fantastic. Toyin Afolayan, who also acted the role of Moyo's mother in this movie, she did well. I would never have expected anything less of her anyway, because she's a veteran actress. So that I observed in this movie was, first, that some scenes were dragged. Scenes that were shot in South Africa, a lot of them looked dragged and very dull to me. That was my observation. Like I said, I like some things about this movie. And the first was the NDLEA part. I love the fact that that was brought into the story. I like the fact that at least that aspect or that organization is being portrayed in a movie. I can't remember the last time. Most of the time, the law enforcement organization that we see in movies are just the police force, the police force, the police force. But I like the fact that the NDLEA aspect was brought into this movie, and I like the strategy that was used to capture all the traitors. I really, really like that about the movie. But don't forget, I said this movie is a rating of 2.8/5, not because the movie is bad, but because basically the storyline itself is something familiar. I liked, it was okay that the movie had a second part, because at least the second part brought another dimension to the story. So that was good in itself. This story was written by Olalekan Ojo. This movie was directed by Taiwo Oduala, Sunday Shobowale, and Oreoluwa Brown. I think the producer had to use 3 directors. You knew what he wanted, but I've done the watching. This is my review. The title again is IreKanmi. Overall, you might like the movie. If you've watched it, please let me know what you feel about my rating this time around. Feel free to put your comments in the comments tab, like I always say. You know I would always reply as soon as I can. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't subscribed, please feel free to click the subscribe button and you won't regret doing so. Stay blessed, and remember, God loves you. Have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.